Hello students, so we shall continue with the same poem, The Farmer's Wife, and we finished with the second paragraph. So yes, we will start from the third. So in these lines, the speaker questions not only her husband but the system. Okay, the farmer's wife questions the system which doesn't approve of a woman. Okay, especially a widow facing society independently. She asks her husband how he could do that, knowing very well that in his absence, the dependent family would be put to suffer unbearable consequences. Okay, so she says that the cotton crop is just yesterday's, but their family has to live longer. She also says that even she had testing times, but she would never think of an extreme step. Yes, she has suffered many traumas, but she has never taken an extreme step like him. Okay, though he had abused her. So next paragraph. Okay, so how often have I drowned in it? How many times have I escaped death? Whether you abused or reviled me, kicked me when you were drunk. I thought he's but a man. Little did I dream you would deal me a death blow like this. Okay, so I drowned. Okay, so this talks about the mainstream of poverty. Okay, so she also okay, so she also lived in poverty. Okay, and she was drowned in failure. Okay, but she was very strong. She didn't give up. She, being born as a girl child in a patriarchal family, she has gone through a lot. Okay, and she was in poverty, but she didn't give up. Okay, this paragraph talks about harsh reality. Okay, harsh reality of the poor people, the farmers. Okay, and how, I mean, the life is not a fantasy. Okay, and it's not a fairy tale fantasy world. So we all think that our life is a fantasy world, fairy tale. Okay, but it is not. It is harsh reality. When you see reality, you will know how harsh the situation, the society, and how we have to deal with the society. Okay, so here she says, how many times have I escaped death? I had many problems. Even I lived in poverty, and I being born as a girl in patriarchal family, I had gone through many things, but I never chose death. Okay, so whether you abused or reviled me is domestic violence. Okay, so yes, farmer, he has abused her. He has shown domestic violence. He has beaten her, scolded her, and physical abuse, maybe mental abuse, whatever. Okay, so kicked me when you were drunk. Okay, yes. So due to the debt, loans, or depression, or psychological trauma, in depression you might have drunk. You used to come and kick me. Okay, beat me. I thought he is but a man. Okay, he is but a man, but here directly it shows the masculine power which men show on the woman. Okay, so little did I dream that you will deal. Okay, I thought that you will deal with all these problems, but you didn't. Okay, I didn't know that you were so coward. Okay, you were so covered and you committed suicide. So you just wanted to escape from the harsh reality, but you never thought about family and your children. Okay, so she then continues. Okay, we will in these lines we will know the helplessness of that person or the lady or the speaker. Okay, so true, the crops was gone. Yes, true, the crops were not of our expected field yield. Okay, and the debt remained. We couldn't pay the loan. Okay, our dignity hit the dust. Our respect is gone. Okay, our hearts turn to water. We don't have identity. Okay, We have lost everything. We don't have identity, and our respect is gone, and we was not able to pay the debt. But how did you imagine my back would bear the burden of 4 children? Okay, so when when the crop was gone, when we was not able to pay the loan, and when we lost our respect, and when we didn't have identity, and our identity, respect, everything went in vain. Okay, and but how did you imagine that I can handle the burden of our children, burden of our family? Okay, so she's questioning him everywhere. She's questioning him, and back is shoulder. Okay, back is shoulder, and now she is having, she has to take the responsibility of the children. Okay, 4 children. Okay, what will I do? How can I handle this burden? Okay, you left me alone. You was coward. You committed suicide. But I'm not doing this. Okay, so yes. So yes, in these lines she says that she also say that even she had a testing times, and she would never think of an extreme step. Though he had abused her, reviled her several times, she thought it was all right for a man to do that. But she had never thought about his suicide. Yes, we all give men space to rule over us. Okay, yes, they abuse us, they beat us. Okay, still there are some women. Okay, still there are some wives who think it is just normal to take all this abuse. Okay, but she says, I will never think about the thought of committing suicide. Okay, and now that he has killed himself, her life is miserable, without any crop, with unsettled debt, and the dignity biting the dust. Okay, so next we will see what. Okay, so you saw your crop destroyed. What of the harvest of my womb? Can I leave them to the wind? Like worm-eaten cotton pods. It takes a moment to die, but open your mouth and ask, what of this? Why is this? Okay? Needs a firm heart to teach my children to clench a fist, not merely for a handful of rice. Okay? So yes, we shall start from here. You saw your crop destroyed. Okay? You witnessed, you saw, it was obvious that your crops were all destroyed. Okay, what of the harvest of my home? Okay, she already has 3 children. Okay, she already has 3 children, and there is harvest of my home. There is a new baby in her womb, the 4th one. Okay, unborn child, it is in her womb. Okay, what should I do with that now? She's questioning. Okay, she's questioning, what should I do with that baby which is not born yet? Okay, can I leave them to the wind? Can I leave them just like how you left? Okay, like worm-eaten cotton pods. How can I just like that leaf? Okay, just like you. How can I digest like you? Okay, crops were eaten by pods. Yes, worms, they have eaten our crops. But how can I just leave it to the wind that I have a baby in my womb? Okay, so it takes a moment to die. We all have to realize it. It just takes a milliseconds or minutes to decide to end our life. Okay, it just takes a moment to die. But open your mouth and ask, what of this? Why is this? Okay, so just think a minute before you commit suicide. Just think a moment before you end up your life. Okay, you choose death over life. You have family, you have people who believe in you, who are dependent on you. Okay, so she always questions. Okay, she always questions, what is this? What of this? Why is this? She's asking, what will I do with the baby which is in my womb? Okay, crops can be regenerated. Okay, we can grow crops again, but will you come back to life again? Okay, who will take care of our family? Who will take care of our kids? Okay, so you can see the plight that a farmer's wife is facing aftermath of the farmer's death. Okay, needs a firm heart. Okay, so you were disheartened. Okay, you just left us in the mid of the way. Okay, and I am not coward like you. She's pinpointing. Firm heart is brave heart. Okay, she's telling, I am not coward like you. I am strong, brave heart. To teach my children, she's saying she will teach her children to clench a fist, to fight to live. Okay, to get the basic food for their life. Okay, not merely for a handful of rice. All the protocols to lead a life. So she's telling she will teach her heads or kids all the protocols, all the challenge, to face the challenges and to live life than to die. Okay, but in battle I must live. I must embrace life, not death. Embrace life and the struggle for life. So revival and empowered. So these lines talk about empowerment. Okay, so she says, but in battle, so life is a battle. Okay, we have to fight in the battle to live. Okay, yes, we are amidst bad society, and I will nurture my children. Okay, and I must live. I want to live. I will not die. I must embrace life, not death. This is the significance of the title. Okay, unlike you, I will not choose death over life. I will choose to live over die. Okay, embrace life and struggle of life. I will not poison myself. Okay, I will fight for my life. I will live my life. Okay, so now that he has killed himself and her life is miserable, and now in addition to these vows there are children, okay, who cannot be left to the wind. So she says, I cannot leave my kid in a wind. Okay, the speaker is extremely annoyed with this mindset. She says that it just takes a moment to think extreme, but to face life it needs a brave heart, firm heart. Okay, she is determined to be one. After all, she is going to teach her children to fight the odds and the lessons of life. Okay, in any case they shall not outstretch their hands seeking compassion, but they shall win the battles of life. She will teach her kids to fight for their life, to win the battle of life. Okay, and she concludes with a beautiful message. Okay, so yes, through this poem, Olga, the writer, ends this poem by giving a beautiful message that life is a wonderful gift. Right? Everyone's life is a wonderful gift given by God. Okay? It is to be lived. You have to live your life. Yes, you will have many ups and downs, failures, and you will come across many challenges, struggles, plights, traumas. But you have to fight the battle of life and you have to live. Death is not the solution, but it is just an easy escape for people like her husband. So she says that death, if you commit suicide, it is just an escape from the harsh reality, and you are coward to take such decision. Okay, and it is just an easy escape, like how her husband did. So he is determined to embrace life. Okay, so she likes to embrace life, she likes to live. Okay, so yes, this is a beautiful poem which gives a beautiful message, a wonderful message for all of us. Okay, so you have to fight to live than choose death. Okay, so we shall stop here.